Your Country 1039 KGRT, Sam Hunt, and Water Under the Bridge.
Time now for the question of the day.
That's right. Question of the day to start off our week. And for today, let's see. I had a really good question today because, well, it is Retro Day. That's right. Today is National Retro Day. So what is it about Retro Day that makes everything fun? A little nostalgia, a little bringing back of some of those old things. So that begs the question, what do you miss about the most? What when you think about retro, what are you thinking about the most? I think we've got a variety of different generations that are listening right now. So my question for you is, what do you miss most about, say, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, or even, dare I say, the early 2000s? Yeah. Is it fashion, music, TV, culture, style? Is it just about anything? What is it that you miss the most? Or maybe if you could bring it back, what would it be? I'll be honest with you. I'm a music person, so I most definitely miss guitar solos. Yeah. Even a great, guitar solo from a Vince Gill or Brad Paisley. Every once in a while, we'll still get one from Keith Urban and everything else like that. But I miss really awesome guitar solos. If anything, I think that would be the one thing that I'd like to bring back right there. But, that's just me. That's just me. What is it that you miss the most about the 70s, 80s, 90s, or even the early 2000s? What would it be that you could bring it back? You could. Oh, looks like we already got a couple of text messages here. Pinball machines. Jorge says he wants some pinball machines back. Yeah, those digital ones are fun, but when you get those physical machines, yeah, those are a blast. Used to play a lot of those. Back in actually back in the day when my dad used to take me to the FOP lodge. They had a pinball machine right there. I had to live on that thing. So yeah, that would be a good one. Jorge, that would be a good one as well. But what do you say? What is it that you would like to bring back? It's Retro Day today. If you could bring back anything like that, what is it that you would miss about the 70s, 80s, 90s, or even the early 2000s that you would like to bring back? Is it something fashion related? Is it something music related? Fun, style, culture, a type of movie that you just don't see anymore? Or maybe even, I don't know, dare I say, comedy? Yeah, well, we still have comedy today, but it's just, I don't know, just not the same as it was before. What is it that you think that you would like to bring back? That is our question of the day. So go ahead and let me know by giving me a call on the Zia Comics hotline or sending that text message on the Zia Comics text line as well. And, of course, we are live on our social media pages, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. You can always head over there and leave that comment as well. So let us know the answers to our question of the day. What do you miss the most about the 70s, 80s, 90s, or even the early 2000s? Or what would you like to bring back? Just in honor of National Retro Day, that is our question of the day. All right, we are exclusively up on our social media pages right now. So, yeah, a little nostalgia to start off the week right here as far as, because I'll tell you this, 70s, 80s, 90s, even the early 2000s, I have great memories of all of those decades. Yeah, definitely letting my age show a little bit here, as if the white hair didn't do enough. But, yeah, there's a lot of things that I miss about a lot of those decades. But for me personally, I do miss, a good comedy. Dave Chappelle is doing the best to hold the line right there. But, it is one of those things that I miss. But most of all, since I am a music person, I like to bring back a few more guitar solos, like remember those 90s country guitar solos that you get in there, or even like some of the instrumentals that, Keith Urban did one that was really, really awesome when he was playing with the Ranch. What was it called? Clutterbilly. Yeah, that was such an awesome song right there. But I'd like more guitar solos these days. I don't know, just my personal opinion on that. But what is it that you, miss the most, or maybe that you'd like to bring back, as today is Retro Day, and that is our question of the day. What do you miss the most about the 70s, 80s, and 90s, the early 2000s that you would like to go ahead and bring back? Leave your comments, of course, here, and you can always give me a call or even send that text message at 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And that way we can go ahead and get your answers to our question of the day. In the meantime, let's go ahead and see what's going on in and around the world. I see that Corvette production is going to resume today at General Motors Bowling Green, Kentucky plant. Production had been shut down due to parts shortages, but it looks like those have been figured out, and the Corvettes are going to go back into production. Also saw that some women named Karen are changing their name because of the stigma associated with that. Yeah. Just I don't know what to say about that, because I like Karen. I think it's a good name. It's just been associated with, well, Karens, I guess. Also saw that Tom Cruise is going to be James Corden's last guest on the Late Late Show. Good for James right there, getting that one. And he also, Tom Cruise himself says that there was no chance that he was ever up for the role of Iron Man. Not even close. His quote is, "I love Robert Downey Jr. and can't imagine anyone else doing the role." At this point in time, I don't think anybody else could be able to pull it off right now. YouTube star Jake Paul lost his first boxing match yesterday. He says he blamed it on his loss on being sick and having an injured arm. Yeah. Okay, whatever, Jake. And get this, usually when I talk about weird foods, it's usually places like, in the Far East, your Japan, your Vietnam's, Korea, stuff like that. Well, Baskin-Robbins is now selling their new chicken and waffles flavored ice cream for a limited time. The ice cream will be available starting March 1st. The waffle flavored ice cream has waffle chunks, bourbon maple syrup, and fake chicken bites. That's right, not any real chicken, but fake chicken bites in there as well. Honestly, I'm down to try it right now. I think I might head over to the local Baskin-Robbins and see if I can grab myself a scoop, let you know how that is. But that's a few things going on in and around the world for today. And once again, our question of the day, and that is, what is it about the 70s, 80s, 90s, or even the early 2000s? What is it that you miss the most? Because today is Natural Retro Day, and that's a good one right there. Somebody just sent me a text. Bring back fuel prices. Somebody told me the other day, he says, remember 89 cents a gallon? I'm going like, yeah, the days when you can put $5 in your car and you were good for a while. I definitely remember that one. Once again, Gino just showing his age by talking about retro stuff. So what is it that you miss about the 70s, 80s, 90s, or early 2000s? I personally would like guitar solos to come back, and comedy. We've had, of course, talking about fuel prices and also pinball machines. Jorge said pinball machines. What is it that you would like to go ahead and bring back? Go ahead and let me know by leaving your comments right here on our social media pages. You can also, of course, call them in or text them in 575-523-KGRT. But our question of the day, what do you miss the most about the 70s, 80s, 90s, or even the early 2000s? Fashion, music, TV, culture, style, whatever it is, what would you like to bring back?